Okay, so your Google business profile is suspended. You found the appeal button. That's great. But that's the easy part. What most business owners don't realize is that their reinstatement request often fails before Google even reviews the evidence and the appeal. Not because Google is unfair, but because of mistakes made before and after clicking submit. So most appeals are lost before Google even reads the file. And remember that while your profile is suspended, you're invisible, no Google Maps, no search visibility, no new customer inquiries. Every day offline means lost calls, lost bookings, and customers finding a competitor instead. The longer it takes, the harder it gets to recover. And there is an official reinstatement process. It exists, it works, but appeal opportunities are limited. If your initial appeal for your suspended Google business profile is denied, your options become significantly more limited. And if you miss the right steps, the recovery may become much more difficult. So here are the 5 mistakes that cause suspended Google business profile reinstatement request to fail before Google ever reviews your case. The first mistake is submitting the appeal before fixing the violation. This is the most common reason appeals fail. The profile gets suspended, the business owner panics, they get emotional, they find the appeal button and click it immediately without changing anything on their profile, and they send the appeal and Google reviews the case, the violation is still active and it's denied. And here is what makes this critical. Every failed appeal makes the next one harder, and after a second denial, you may have no further appeal options through the standard tool. The fix absolutely has to come before the appeal, always. And before you submit anything, audit your profile. Check your business name, your address type, your NAP consistency across your website and directories. So your name, address, and phone number on your Google business profile, on your website, and everywhere on the internet. Fix every active issue. Then and only then open the Google appeal form. Okay, the second mistake people make when their Google business profile is suspended is creating a new business profile after the suspension. When your Google business profile gets suspended, the instinct is to start over. Create a clean listing, move on, and get back online fast. Well, it doesn't work and makes things worse. You have to know that creating a new listing at the same address or for the same business while your original profile is suspended can result in that new listing being suspended as well. And now you have 2 suspended profiles instead of 1. And more importantly, it signals to Google that you're trying to circumvent the suspension rather than resolve it. That perception directly affects how your reinstatement case is evaluated by Google. And every credible source on GBP reinstatement says the same thing. Work on restoring the original profile and don't abandon it for a new one. The reviews, the history, the ranking signals, they all are on that original listing. So it's worth fighting for it. Okay, the next mistake is not having your evidence ready when the timer starts. This is the one that catches people completely off guard. Here is what you need ready before you click submit. There are the most important documents, the tier 1, a business registration, license, or government tax document. Those are mandatory. Then there is what we could qualify as the tier 2 documents, the utility bill, bank statement, or insurance certificate showing the same name and address as your GBP. Those are not absolutely necessary, but you should have them and you should use them. And then you have the tier 3 that consists in visual proof. So the signage photos, the interior photos, or branding materials if you have a physical location. And what you have to know is that everything, every document, every evidence has to be ready and organized before you start the appeal and before you click submit. Because once you click submit, you roughly have 60 minutes to upload all those documents on the appeal page. And if you miss that window, you may still have chances to upload those documents, but it's way better for your reinstatement to upload them with your appeal as long as you click submit during the evidence window. So again, have your folder, your zip file, your Google Drive, I don't know, with all your documents ready before you start the appeal. And then when you're ready, you can submit. If you don't upload those documents, your appeal may be reviewed without the supporting documents you intended to provide, and making the reinstatement significantly more difficult. So 60 minutes sounds like enough time. It isn't. If you're searching for documents while the clock is running, then you will find out that it's probably shorter than what you think. Okay, the mistake number 4 is submitting documents that don't match the profile exactly. Google has one golden rule for evidence. Everything must be identical. The name on every document must match the name on your GBP exactly. The address on every document must match the address on your GBP exactly. And in practice, this is where most evidence packs fall apart. A business submits their registration certificate, but it's under the owner's personal name, not the business name, it's denied. Or the GBP shows the current address, while the utility bill shows the address from 2 years ago, it's denied. Same if you submit 3 documents, each with a slightly different version of the business name, it will be denied too. So the rule is, it's not about the quantity of documents or proof you want to send or provide to Google, it's all about consistency. 2 perfectly matching documents will outperform 10 inconsistent ones every time. And before you use or upload anything, any documents or evidence, check every document against your Google Business Profile, same name, same address, no exceptions. The next mistake is editing the profile after submitting the appeal. Once you submit, stop. You have to freeze your profile. Do not edit the profile, do not attempt re-verification, do not add new managers, do not submit a second appeal while the first is still pending. Every action you take after submission creates a new behavioral signal, and those signals can complicate or invalidate the review that's already in progress for your reinstatement. So your profile needs to be stable. Let it sit. Typical review time is a few weeks for straightforward cases, but it can be longer for more complex ones. So that's very important. Freeze your profile and let the process run. And when in doubt, doing nothing is often safer than making another change. Okay, now here is how to actually submit the appeal correctly. You don't have to try to find the appeal form inside your GBP dashboard. It doesn't give you a direct link and it's easy to get lost from there. So go directly to the official Google Business Profile Appeals tool. The link is in the description of this video. Once there, confirm you're signed into the Google account that has access to the suspended profile, and that you can actually see the profile in the tool. Select it, review the suspension details, click continue, then submit appeal. The 60-minute evidence window opens immediately. Upload your evidence and documents, fill in the explanation field, be factual, short and no emotion, write what the issue was, what you fixed, and that's it, submit. If your first appeal is denied, you may have one more opportunity, but a second appeal only works if something actually changed. So, not the same documents resubmitted, not the same explanation rewarded, new corrections, new evidence, a genuinely different case. And if your second appeal is also denied, the standard tools might be exhausted, and at that point, the GBP help community and Google product experts may become your best options. It's a longer path, but you can reinstate. You can still reinstate. It exists. Okay, if your Google Business Profile has been suspended, don't guess at the fix. Click the link in the description and request your free reinstatement review. Within 24 hours, I'll personally review your suspension and tell you honestly whether I believe I can help. I don't accept every case. I only take the ones I genuinely believe I can help with. If I do, I'll handle your entire reinstatement from the compliance review to the appeal and every follow-up with Google until a decision is made. The link is in the description and pinned in the comment section so you can get your free reinstatement review today. So if your Google business profile is suspended, here is exactly what to do before you file your reinstatement request right after watching this video. First, identify every violation and do not submit while issues are still active. Identify and fix every violation and issue before you think about appealing. Of course, do not create a new listing or a new Google business profile. You have to work on restoring the original profile. Then prepare your full evidence pack before opening the form. Have everything ready, your documents and your evidence, a zip file or Google Drive folder, I don't know, but they all have to be ready to upload before you click submit on the Google appeal form. After that, you check every document against your Google business profile, same name everywhere, same address, no exceptions. Then you go to the official Google Business Profile Appeals tool and you submit. Upload your evidence and documents within the 60 minutes window. And finally, freeze your profile. No edits, no re-verification, no new appeals while the first is pending. So if you follow carefully all the steps, you should be good and you should be reinstated soon. See you in the next one.